Like if someone would have told me 20 years ago that my spouse would be 3'2", I'd be like, yeah, right.
You wanted tall, dark, and handsome.
Yep.
She got this.
So we met, we teach at the same school. I teach art and Senecca teaches math. One day they were bringing in new teachers and I was in the faculty room and this little person came in a wheelchair and I honestly went and hid because I had never seen a little person before.
I have a form of dwarfism called dystrophic dysplasia. I'm the only one in my family that has it. And it's a recessive gene, so it's actually quite common. So both parents had to have the gene in order for me to inherit both genes. Terminology, I mean, a lot of little people just use the term little people, like they're a little person, or I'll say I have dwarfism, or I'm a little person, just either one of those.
You'll notice that we have 2 microwaves so that Senecca can reach one because she can't reach the one that was built into the kitchen, so she has her own.
Then I have sticks everywhere in my house where I can use it to turn on and off the water. I have a service dog, his name is Murphy, and he's what we call a heavy mobility service dog because he does bracing. You know, most dogs, you train them to sit by pushing on their back, and he's trained to resist a push downward and to help somebody support themselves. He takes off my socks, he can open a door for me, and he comes to school with me, so when I'm teaching, if I drop a pencil, you know, without him, it takes me quite a while to get the lesson back on track because I have to climb down out of my chair, pick up the pencil, try to climb up with the pencil and probably the iPad in my hand. Well, both us being teachers, I think it brings us closer quite a bit. I mean, she's the best part of my day. I know that if I'm having a bad day, I just have to wait till lunchtime and I can have lunch with her.
I think we've been able to make some really cool connections with kids, and I think it's becoming more like acceptable nowadays than it used to be.
And I think a lot of the kids that, are LGBT, they feel comfortable because they know, okay, my teachers are in that group, my teachers would be supportive of me. And so I think a lot of kids feel safer with us knowing that. I was new to the area, and so Christie was great to invite me to go places, and so I would just see her out and about.
We also ended up living at the same apartment complex, and then when COVID hit, she moved in with me to quarantine, and she never left. We always say COVID brought us together.
And if you can survive a couple months into dating, spending a year quarantined together, you probably like each other.
A little bit. So I wanted to propose on our lot because we were going to build a house together, and I noticed that there was a rock there that had like the perfect sitting spot, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it there. And so after I proposed, found out that rock was for our neighbor's landscaping, and so I called the contractor and asked if we could have the rock. So our proposal rock is part of our landscaping in our backyard now.
Our wedding was really simple. Like, we just wanted to keep it simple and just have family and just close. And
we had maybe 30 people there. It was just a dinner at the barn after we got married, and just simple. Like, we're simple people.
I didn't start driving till I was like 18 because I didn't know how to get there. I knew I wanted to drive. I need that independence. I'm an independent person. I was going off to college. Like, I needed to know how to do that. And so I reached out to an engineer and just said, hey, like, I want to drive. I have this idea. Can you help me with this? And we came up with kind of this idea together of using a pulley system because I didn't have a whole lot of strength forward and back, but I did have a ton of strength side to side. So he built a pulley system where if you push your foot to the left, you're applying the brake, and if you push it to the right, you're applying the gas. And so it was quite the process to find a mechanism where I could drive. We're different in every single way, but I think we really complement each other. It works.
Differences has definitely been, I think, a learning curve for me. She's dealt with it her entire life, and for me, I'm always like, let's go fast, do this, do that, and I've had to slow down a lot. Yeah, I learned that the world's not made for little people or
Not at
people
all.
that have disabilities, which is unfortunate because it should be. It might take us a little bit longer to do things, but we're able to do whatever that as anybody else, would do.
Congratulations, you are officially amazing. Thank you very much.
Like, disability is not out of the norm. Being gay is not out of the norm. Just normalizing it for people that see. I think the more you see it, the more you're accustomed to it, and it's not as big of a deal anymore.
But I think the sooner you are authentic with yourself, whether that's what society says is right or not, I think the happier you're going to be.